What is up, ballers? I've never streamed before, so bear with me here. All right, well, for those who are new, welcome to the channel. I'm 9to5 Trader, and in this video, I will be doing a quick technical analysis. So throughout the chat, guys, just let me know what you want me to look at, okay, guys? Let's get fired up. Let's go, baby. Now, I'm going to try not to swear in this video, okay, guys? I don't know. I'm not too familiar with YouTube's policies yet, so let's get into it, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna pull up the chat here. Let's see what you guys got. All right. Stock G, what it is. Stock G is also a fellow YouTuber, guys. Check out his channel, man. He's a boss. His name is Stock G. I mean, what more do you need? What more do you need, baby? Let's start from the top here. Ronald Berry. We're going out of the we're going out of the atmosphere, baby. I love these comments. AMC, GME, knock. All right, guys, you freaking fiends. We'll start with that. We'll start with the hot ones on Wall Street here. These damn stocks, man. These things are out of this world. Let's start with GME. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. GME. Okay, technical analysis over. I can't do anything with this, but nah, we'll get into it quickly. So, quickly looking, I mean, as you could imagine, looking at these blue bars here, volume's dying. Volume's dying. RSI indicator, it's fairly high as expected. And it does look like, according to my MACD indicator here, that we are in the negative, which means we could start to be seeing some bullish or bearish momentum there. So let me take a little bit of a closer look here. Let's look at the last week here. Yeah, this thing is absolutely parabolic. I think there's a fairly clear support here at about, I'd say about 190. And I do like a little bit of resistance. There's multiple levels here, but we'll call it 380 for this video. Again, guys, there's not a whole lot of technicality you can do here. I mean, you can make an observation, and the observation is this thing is a machine, okay? You got to be really careful with this. Now, in all seriousness, use a word of caution here. Just set your alerts, set your stop losses. Really have a plan when it comes to these parabolic stocks. Now, in terms of catalysts and news relating to the whole Wall Street bets team, I don't know what their plan is with this stock. I don't know if they're going to keep on pumping it, but in my opinion, I believe a lot of this movement will start to cool down next week. Let's take a look at Nokia. So 180-day chart, yeah, can't do a whole lot there. So yeah, Nokia, it does look like it is starting to cool down. I'm not too sure what you're seeing here. It does look like it has gotten back to its previous levels. It went through its little pump and dump cycle, and this is kind of chilled off here. Not a whole lot we can take a look at there. Let's take a look at AMC here. So AMC is interesting, guys. This one is, I think this is the next GameStop, but not to obviously the extent, you know, the same strength and intensity there. So use a word of caution there. I personally was playing with AMC a little bit. But again, guys, it's really difficult to do technicality here. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just I don't want to provide you guys with something I'm not entirely confident in. I'm sure most people aren't confident in a whole lot of technicality behind this. It's just very hard to tell. I mean, I can identify, you know, a fairly clear dynamic support level about here. But again, guys, this thing can do absolutely anything in the next few days. And I just want to reassure you with the fact that you need to have a plan and just be prepared for anything, because this can just completely sell off come Monday morning. So be very careful with that. You guys love these freaking pump stocks, man. These freaking fiends out here. I can't personally do it. Let's see what else we got going here. So Iro, thanks for sharing those. Doggy coin. I don't know if I could pull this up in my Thinkorswim platform. How's it going, boss? Kenny Mac, how you doing, brother? Flash Camaro, go Neo. Hell yeah, I love Neo. Ethan Moser, what's happening, brother? All right. Hey, screen is can you advise? I'm concerned. I have $20,000, so do I sell or hold? So you're worried about Neo crashing to 50. You have 20,000 shares. You have $20,000 worth of shares at 53.90. So let's quickly bring up Neo, guys. With that being said, I'm going to try to cover as many people as I can. I don't know. I'm a pretty small YouTuber, so I don't see this video going absolutely crazy here. But looking at the big chart. So again, technicality is the most I'm going to do for you in this video. Now, I'm not going to talk too much to catalyst. The most that I'm personally aware of is those nice delivery numbers coming up. And we could see those in the next 24 to 48 hours here. So I'm pretty excited about that. But $50, okay, so again, anything's possible. So if we look historically, I've called this out in a few of my videos, right? I think there's a nice support that we're holding, at least in this last about month period, at about $50 here, okay? Now, again, anything can happen. Now, if this does approach 50, again, just what's your plan if it hits to 50? And my question to you is, what's your ultimate plan? Are you holding this long term? If you're holding it long term, I'm not too sure what your concern is, because I'm holding it long term, and let me tell you, I'm a little bit, my average dollars and my average cost of shares in NEO is above what you currently have $20,000 worth. So, you know, I'm not concerned. Now, obviously, it's not favorable. Like, I don't like to see, you know, me being down thousands of dollars, but I'm in it long term. And again, I try to preach this in my video. So ask yourself, what's your ultimate plan? And then, you know, is it proportionate to your plan, your concern that you have? And hopefully that helps you out. But again, in terms of catalysts and things like that, hitting $50, I need to dive a little more into what that concern is. I think the whole market is a little uncertain right now. So just bear all that in mind, brother. Hopefully that helped you out. Go Neo, yeah. Okay, what's good? Stock G in the house. Naked. Okay, let's take a look at Naked. All right, Naked Brand Group. Yeah, these things, you guys love these parabolic stocks. Okay, so just straight up, I'm a little more conservative. I like to stick with what's working. Now, obviously, these are attractive. I totally get it. Stocks like this are just, who wouldn't want to know about this? Who wouldn't want to try to time it? I mean, your account can double overnight. I get it, guys. I get it. But, oh, buddy. I mean, again, it's fairly parabolic. And again, I'm not too familiar with how Wall Street Bets is going to be manipulating the rest of the market going forward. With that being said, I'm seeing a little bit of a potential pennant here, guys. And again, pennant patterns aren't too bad, right? Pennant patterns can be fairly bullish, but again, you got to take it with a grain of salt. And typically what these go, right? You enter into a positive momentum and then you exit out of it with positive momentum. Anything can happen here, guys. It's just quickly what I'm seeing, but I really can't, you know, feel confident about this pattern because this is completely manipulated right now. This thing was cruising at 34 cents for how long, and now it's at $3. So again, that's my opinion on that. I would just ask that, you know, stay tuned to Wall Street Bets' plans and kind of what you're seeing with the rest of the market, and maybe that can at least help you forecast the next potential movement for this stock. Let's go over here. Yeah, what's popping? SBE daily vids for me. Look at this dude trying to plug in my chat, man. Stock G is a G, baby. Giovanni V, what's up, baby? Giovanni's the GOAT, man. He's the dog. He's always trying to get first comment in my videos. Giovanni, I love the love. Is it good to have your money in Robinhood? Is it good to have your money in Robinhood? It's a good question. I have money in Robinhood. I'm probably going to keep it there. So with everything that's going on, I don't see anything that's going to be too detrimental to your current Robinhood account as is, right? Yes, people are against Robinhood. Yes, the regulations that they're putting through in terms of restricting access to certain stocks, I get all that. It's frustrating, but you know, consider the big picture here, right? There's nothing that they can substantially do. In my opinion, I don't think they're going to do anything that's super drastic that will entirely affect your account value as it now stands. Now, again, some of that does depend on if you are in some of these Wall Street Bet-esque stocks. So keep all that in mind. I'm personally going to keep staying in Robinhood. I don't personally favor Robinhood is not my top, right? It's not my favorite. Actually, I'm probably going to start shifting a lot of my money out of it. I essentially just try to have multiple brokerages so that I can trade multiple times per week. There's a little bit of methodology to that, but Robinhood, it's not my number one, but I think you're going to sit all right. Oh, buddy. Oh, but I've never streamed before. This is wild, man. Let's LFG, baby. I'm trying not to swear, man. I would love to. Trust me. I love getting fired up. I love it. I got 18K settling Monday, 60 strike calls. Bet. Got to keep in mind GME, Nokia, BB, AMC, CRISPR. Cool. I'll do skills in CRISPR. SKLZ. Let's take a look here. So I like skills. Skills is a sleeper, guys. Look at the 180-day chart here. This looks phenomenal, baby. I mean, this thing has been nothing but appreciating, and it is holding nice support levels here. If I can draw it in. Oh my goodness, guys, it's coming. There it is. So, you know, there's a lot of good regression here. I really like skills. I personally will probably start putting a little bit of money into skills. I think this is a sleeper, and guys, what I really like too, look at this volume down here. I mean, previously, you know, proportionally, it's been very low, and now it's almost doubled consistently on average since the last half of this, you know, whole movement we've seen the last 6 months with this stock. Now, intraday wise, it does look like it is possibly approaching a fairly decent buying opportunity here. So, yeah, you know, you can argue, you know, we can redraw in that support line that we're seeing here. You know, this is tough with streaming because I can't edit the video. So if I jack something up, it's like, yup, okay, so we're bouncing. You know, it does look like we're holding pretty well in testing, if not at this dynamic support level. Again, I think net overall, we're still regressing. Now, I like to refer to this green line here. This is a simple moving average line, my green SMA line. I have it set to 180 days, and if you come up here, I'll show you guys that. All right, so moving average X, or simple moving average, 180, right? Length 180 days. A lot of people like to use the 50. They like to use the 20. I personally like the 180, but high level, what this is telling me on average over this time period that I'm observing, the stock has been appreciating. So, and I like that it's approaching that level. The RSI indicator, it's about halfway up, so it's not the best buy possible in my opinion. I'd wait till it gets a little bit lower on the RSI, but again, I think long term this stock looks phenomenal. Let's jump back into it, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. So, Retrue20, thanks for sharing. Honey Black, Crisper, or Crisp, whatever. I'm just gonna say Crisper. I really don't give a damn. Let's get it, Crisper. All right, buddy. 180-day chart. Ooh, okay. I have done this before. It looks like. Now, if I'm gonna refer to, again, I like to stick to my same fundamentals, my same rules. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. And this is what I'm trying to harp on with this whole GameStop crap, all this pump stuff. I would like to catch those waves if I personally can, because the whole market is, but you know, I like to fly under the radar and stick to things that work for me and that are consistent. I like to consistently make profits. With that being said, I like to consistently refer to my 180-day green SMA line. If I'm looking at this, guys, every time it's approached it, it has bounced somewhat significantly, and it is approaching it now, possibly at a period of test. And one thing I do like too is that it does look like, you know, there has been multiple support levels around here that it is starting to hold, and at least more intraday here. If I can draw this in here, it is starting to hold very nicely there. Let's go to the 5-day. Right, so intraday, you can see it is holding pretty well here at about this $161 line. Now, again, I want to see if it can continue to hold there and then possibly bounce back up. There was a lot of stocks that looked like this that I've been making videos on, or at least incorporating in my videos, where we saw this huge pump and then it followed with a reciprocating sell-off that came towards a favorable support level, and then I just kind of kept watching it, and then it bounced. An example is Jumia, and actually Fubo. Let's go to Fubo. Fubo did this exact same thing. Look at I did not know this thing recovered this drastically, but you can see, right? I left my lines in here for my previous videos that I've made on this, and look, this went through the same experience, shot up, you know, some kind of parabolic movement, maybe it was just market hype, whatever, came back down, find a nice support level, and then I just kind of chilled on this and waited for it. You know, as you know, it followed suit with the support line, and then it shot right back up. So I kind of see the same thing here with this company, and this company has great volume right now. So I'm actually going to leave this on my personal watch list. I think there's good opportunity here with CRISPR Therapeutics. Let's jump right into the next one. Yay! All right, Dogecoin. I don't know if I can look it up on here. If you guys know how, let me know. All right, I don't think I'm getting too behind here on these comments. Holy buckets here. Okay, Draftkings, cool. Let's get it. Hopefully I'm doing a good job, guys. Let me know. This is my first time streaming. Like I hope it's going well for you guys. I hope this is adding value for you. I see a lot of my fellow other guys in this space, other YouTubers in this space doing the same kind of flow here. They like to do these, you know, this kind of live stream and throw stocks at me. I'll do a quick technical analysis. Now, some YouTubers, I'm just like, I don't even know how these guys have more followers. I mean, I don't know what they're doing special, but you know, they got there somehow. You know, I owe that to them. I have no room to downplay the success that they have. They've been doing a good job and they deserve it, I'm sure, right? So 10-day, okay. So DraftKings. So big picture wise, DraftKings, I like it. So, you know, we're approaching a new future here with online gambling. Online gambling is going to keep growing. It's just one of those things. It's inevitable. Now, if you look at historically, at least in the past year or two, more and more states have been regulating online gambling. So it's just one of those things that's bound to happen. It's going to happen. There's a lot of other plays you can get into. Some SPAC plays like BFT. I like BFT, Foley Transamine. Bill Foley, who actually owns that SPAC, he's a phenomenal investor, businessman. He's done a good job, and he's going to be merging with a company known as PaySafe, and they kind of do the transactions for online gambling. So my point is, if you're looking to diversify, I think the online gambling space looks good. I believe Skills is in that space as well. So a lot of these companies, I think they're really good long term. Now, DraftKings is a little hard to tell, right? I mean, I do like the dynamic support we're seeing here, but DraftKings, again, it's been kind of up and down, which isn't always a bad thing. It could be a good intraday play, but if you want to talk when to jump in a little more closer here, guys, this thing experiences some pretty big swings. I think intraday, at least more interim, I think we're seeing a nice support at about that $52 mark. And then I like a resistance generally about 56.50 here. Now, again, they don't have to be perfect. My rule of thumb with support and resistance lines is whatever I see quickly, whatever I see that catches my eye very quickly looks favorable to me. Now, if you're looking to buy in, I need to start answering this question a little more for you guys. It is it does look like it is at a favorable buying position, proportionate to the 10-day chart that I'm looking at, right? Now, how do I know that? Well, I'm utilizing my other indicators here. And again, they're just indicators. They follow price action, so they lag. But here's the thing I really like about DraftKings right now. Let's see if I can pull this up. Okay. So down here, this is called the RSI indicator, relative strength indicator. When it's in this lower region, like I mentioned before, it typically means that it's a little oversold, which means it is potentially a phenomenal buying opportunity. If I look at my MACD indicator, this is huge. The MACD indicator was in a lot of bullish momentum, and it does look like it is approaching a point of potential reversal in momentum. So DraftKings looks really good. I'm going to leave it on my personal watch list. Thank you for sharing that, boss. Yeah. All right. DraftKings. Let's see 10K deliveries. Stock G, you know they're coming. Liam Tompkins. Where are you from, bro? You're one of my top 5 daily check-in channels. Thank you, Liam. Liam, you're a thug. I love it, man. I love it. I appreciate it. So I'm from Minnesota, if you couldn't tell by my accent. And then I moved to Iowa for a few years to pursue my degree, started my career out there. And then now I live in Alabama, which is kind of, so yeah, my life path is just off the wall, right? Minnesota to Alabama. I don't even know what's next. Who knows? But that's where I'm from, man. Minnesota. That's where I grew up. So yeah, it's cold. I hate it, but phenomenal fishing. I'm a big fisherman. If you guys haven't caught on yet, thanks for your opinion. F the Bears. What's your average cost? Thank you, boss. I'm guessing you're relating to Neil. I'll take a second here. Neil, looking at a cup and handle, 180-day, 4-hour. Let's move on. Regular non-meme times, brother. Regular non-meme times. Yeah, I agree. Only watch 99. I'm kind of over the whole GameStop movement. I think it was fun, and I do like that it happened to an extent. I like the message that it sent out. This short selling stuff with hedge funds has been going on for too long. So I like that the message is out there. It was cool to witness. It definitely made history, but me personally, I'm ready to get back to a normal stock market here. If that even exists, honestly. CLSK, let's take a look, man. I saw that as my next one on here. Who was sharing that? Comics boy. Okay, cool. Appreciate you, brother. 180-day chart. Okay, I see why you're watching. This is very similar to what I was attesting to with Fubo TV and the previous stock that we looked at, which was CRISPR, right? So again, I like to refer to the 180-day SMA line either way. One thing I do like here is this does look like it is a very, very clear head and shoulders pattern, guys, and it is finding a nice neckline or support level at about that $24 mark. If you're not familiar with head and shoulders patterns, boss, essentially that's your shoulder, here's your head, and here's your other shoulder. Now with this kind of pattern, towards the right side of it is typically where that breakout will be, and that's either in the positive or negative direction. Rest assured, if this thing starts to go negative here, right? So that breakout period, like I mentioned, it's generally in this vicinity, right? So it's approaching that. Now, if this does start to go negative, you know, unfortunately, if it breaks that neckline, which again, probability is usually in your favor because it has held here very strong in the last few weeks. But if it does break that, the general rule of thumb with these head and shoulders pattern is this gap from this neckline here, this support level up to your head, which is plus $18, right? From the neckline down, theoretically, that is the furthest it will fall, worst case, if we do start entering extreme negative momentum, right? So what I say, $18 down, right? So just that distance from the support line up to the head, take that from the support line down, right? Same distance, right? That same delta. We said $18. I can't find it. It was just, I don't know if I said $18, it was percent-wise. Let's just do 74%. Sorry guys, I'm choking here. This is why I wish I could edit this video. Okay, it's about minus 20. So yeah, it'd come down to about $3. So again, that's worst case. I'm not trying to scare you, but again, that is typically the general rule of thumb with these head and shoulders patterns, minus 18. So again, just bear that in mind. But again, head and shoulders patterns are, in my opinion, I think they're sometimes good to see, and this is very healthy. And again, it is struggling hard to break that support. I see why you're watching. I like it. It looks like it is kind of at a point of confluence here where it is testing at that 180-day green SMA line that I prefer to use, and it is approaching that right end of that head and shoulders pattern where it is typically a breakout point. So keep your eye on this one, man. I really think if it can break through in a bullish direction, it's going to be very bullish. So I like the way that's looking. Thank you for sharing, boss. I hope you do well on that stock. CCIV, yep, I knew it was coming. I should have just I should have just did it. I should have just did it, man. All right, I personally like the potential here. Now, share in the comment section, share in the chat, any catalysts that are coming. I kind of fell out of the loop in terms of the merger with this company, the potential merger. So if it's coming, let us know, guys. And again, provide us with some good, thorough proof, not some speculation from some tweet or some crap. Okay, guys, give us the real deal, because if it is confirmed merger, I am pretty excited. So just taking a step back here. So volume, I think the volume is holding decent. Now you have seen spikes here again. That was part of the parabolic movement, this thing catching wind into the market, but I think it's holding volume pretty well, at least the last week in this range here. So it's not a terrible thing to see. Now, if we want to look in, you know, when do we want to enter the stock? When do we want to jump in? Let's look at the last week, like I mentioned. Again, it does look like it is starting to cool down. I think a lot of this is the result of, like, if you look at this net overall, it's pretty much consolidating. What that means is just kind of flatlining now. I think a lot of this is the result of that pending news that we're waiting for. So in my opinion, outside looking in, having no idea about any up-to-date information with this company, I would think that this is kind of just people sitting in this and they're like, hey, you know, they're itching, they're waiting for that confirmation of news. Now, the research that I've done, Lucid Motors is like fiending. Like they need this to happen if they want to hit this Q2 delivery schedule with the Lucid or with the Lucid Air vehicle, right? So they're really, I'm guessing they're really pushing them more than CCIV is trying to push the acquisition. But either way, there's a lot of things underneath that are not getting looked at in terms of the executive boards on both half of these companies. So they have a lot of ties with Saudi Arabia, and they're actually backed by Saudi Arabia as well. So there's a lot of things favoring this merger. But again, always wait for confirmation. That is so crucial because this thing can absolutely tank. With that being said, guys, it's so flatlined that you can really buy in anytime, whenever. But you know, looking at the support here at 1849, again, I think it's holding there. But again, you can kind of buy in whenever. My opinion, I don't recommend it until you have confirmation of that news. Okay, guys, so be very careful with CCIV. I like CCIV. Okay, I'm not trying to steer you away. I'm just more conservative. I like certainty, especially when it comes to my hard-earned money. So bear all that in mind. Let's jump to the next one. Scroll down more, bro. We here. Luna, Naked, Robin Hood. Yeah, I know. I know Stock G. Robin Hood's kind of whack. I think it's just kind of that first brokerage, or it's just kind of that. It's very user friendly. It's like the Apple of smartphones, right? Everyone knows the Android's better, right? But they're gonna go to Apple. It's user friendly, whatever. If that's a good analogy or not, but that's kind of how I look at like Thinkorswim, for example, or TD Ameritrade, the one I personally use. You know, I think it's a lot more technical, has a lot more features versus Robinhood, but Robinhood's so user friendly, so that's part of why I personally use it as well. UVXY, that is a UVXY is a market. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting behind. All right, let's okay, yeah, I thought I was a loser on YouTube, but that's fine. Let's look at BNGO, baby. I like Bioninogenomics, man. I saw you throw that in there, boss. Holy moly, what was I doing before with this guy? Bioninogenomics. Okay, I'm personally in Bioninogenomics, so I have a few shares in here. I like this company, man. This company, I'm glad you're watching it and try not to show bias, but guys, look at the 180-day chart, man. This thing's an absolute machine. Nice dynamic support level here, okay? And I'd argue that it's almost sitting in essentially an ascending channel pattern. This is good news. I like it. You know, it's experiencing higher highs as the weeks goes on, and it's experiencing higher lows as well. I really like Bioninogenomics. Long term, this company looks phenomenal, and there is potential that ARK Invest may buy into this company. So right now, it does look like if it is following suit in this ascending channel pattern, it does look like it is approaching a potential good buying point. So bear all that in mind. Me personally, I'd like to see what it does a little more pre-market come Monday morning in this region here. You know, let's see what it does here, and then I might personally buy in some more shares. I've been buying shares of this, you know, a few days at a time. I kind of like this stock. I think the stock's going to do very well. They have a nice separation of themselves in this market with this whole genome mapping product known as the Sapphire. But look a little more into them. Again, nothing's telling me here that this stock isn't, you know, going to do well in the future. Again, it is a little more extended right now, so bear that in mind, be very careful. And volume is regressing. Volume is regressing a little bit here. So just, again, bear all that in mind, guys. It looks perfect now, but, you know, for all we know, it might start doing this crap here, and then, you know, just be careful. Set your alerts. Let's get after it. Let's go, baby. Yeah. CRISPR, Dogcoin, they do. I'm losing track of my damn chats here, guys. Good Lord. Love your analysis. Thank you, Jim. Nano Dimension. Yeah, man. It'd be helpful if you put the ticker symbol, but it's all good, brother, because I know what you're talking about. Why do I know what you're talking about? Because this stock is balling, son. Look, I've already done technical analyses on it, man. Nano Dimension, man. I love this company. I have some position in here. I'll probably start going a little bit heavier, guys. I like this company, man. Look at the 180-day chart, man. Kind of same thing here as opposed to Bioninogenomics. So for those who don't know, Nano Dimensions, they are they're known as an AME company. They use additive manufacturing to produce semiconductors. There's really nobody doing this. So kind of look at them as like an AMD, but they're in their own market space when it comes to the additive manufacturing portion of it. There's like almost nobody doing this. They're doing phenomenal work, and ARK Invest is in them. So I like anything essentially ARK Invest is in. I'm a true believer in what that firm is doing. And again, it does look like it wasn't an ascending channel pattern, and it is entering new territory of a potential pattern here. We saw a huge breakthrough in the interim. Now my challenge is, I think, so typically with support and resistance levels, it will find new resistance levels as new supports or vice versa. That's always a possibility. Doesn't mean it will. Bearing that in mind, you know, will it find this previous resistance level as they do support here after it has entered a new territory, right? And then is this our new resistance level right here, right? So just look at it as like it essentially jumped up into a new channel is possibly what we're seeing here. But I do really like Nano Dimensions, guys. This company looks great. Again, I think it's approaching a favorable buying position. It does look like it is consolidating a little bit here. If we look a little bit closer, yeah. Now, yeah, the last week, yes, it has been selling off. A lot of the market has, but I think big picture wise, this company is a phenomenal opportunity. Let me clear my drawing set. Let's pull up that chat, son. All right. Stock G, look at Stock G. I'm plugging you, boy. Look at you. Look at, man. Everyone's looking at you now, man. You owe me like 100 subs after this, man. You owe me. No, I'm just kidding. I want all you guys to grow, whether you're a YouTuber, whether you're an investor, a trader, whatever, man. I'm just trying to be just as genuine as I can. I'm not really trying to be like those other YouTubers like, yo, Weeble, man, get 4 free stocks, all that BS. Like, yeah, I would love that money too, right? Everyone has a little bit of ounce of greed in them, but I like to keep things simple. I like to learn you first. Some of that stuff can come later, right? Some of the whatever promotional referral links, I do sneak some of them into my comment section, but I don't try to waste time talking about them, okay? And if I do, we'll sneak it throughout the video or whatever. But let's get after it. Let's get to the meat. Let's go. Keep doing you, bro. We got 66 people in here, but only 18 likes. Yeah, you damn right. Get them likes up. Come on now. It's easy, man. Just move the mouse down like 3 inches on your screen, or if you're a mobile user, then it's even easier. I don't know, man. JKS and GNOG. I don't even know what time it is right now. This video might go on for hours, man. JKS. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Wow, this is a good one. Let me tell you. Wow. Thanks for sharing this, man. Damn. Okay. Okay. Guys, this is... I'm keeping this on the watch list. I see some money here, baby. I'm getting itchy. So the support here, I like the support here. It's holding nicely at like 57.60. And there's a nice resistance here at about $76, guys. High level. I'm not trying to get exact here. Guys, this is beautiful. You really want to find stocks like this. This is a sleeper. This is essentially what you want to call a comeback king. There's been a lot of stocks like this in the past that have done this. Particularly for me, AMD used to do this about a year ago a lot. And stocks like this, guys, look at this pattern here. I mean, you can play this like crazy, and it's been doing this for months. There's a lot of opportunity here, guys. Essentially, I mean, this is your typical buy low, sell high. This is a scalp god, man. This thing looks beautiful. I like this stock, man. Thank you for sharing it. With that being said, it's low on the RSI indicator. Guess what your boy's doing? He's probably buying in tomorrow. This stock looks gorgeous, man. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. So Jinko Solar Holdings. Okay, so Holdings. With that name, I make the assumption that this is maybe a SPAC. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot about this company. I'm just completely spitballing right here. It's pretty high value for being a SPAC if it is, but I really like the pattern here, man. Good pick. So again, you heard my opinion. I think it's approaching a favorable buying position based on historical data and based on my RSI indicator. However, word of caution, utilizing the MACD indicator, it does look like it is still in a little bit of negative momentum here, right? So all my bars are red and my bars are growing. So bear all that in mind. I'd like to see a little bit of a switch on these bars here. I'd like to see them a little bit flatline, and then I'll probably look in for a phenomenal buying opportunity here. But that is a great stock, man. I'm definitely keeping JKS on there. You the man. All right. Roll Tide, baby. You damn right. You damn right. So I went to Iowa State, but, you know, I rep Alabama too. I got into Alabama as a kid because a lot of my family's from here, so they got me into the Crimson Tide early on. And this was before they were good, okay? They've pretty much always been good, but when I got into them, they were okay. They were like 500. Bioninogenomics got you there, boss. Roll Tide, it's not a ticker symbol, man. Let's see, GNOG. Did I miss GNOG? Oh, sorry, I think the ADHD is kicking in, guys. GNOG. All right, cool. Looks like I've done this before. All right, let's clean it up here. 180-day chart. So one thing I do like, being optimistic here, I like the volume. Okay, it's been setting. It's been steady, sitting nicely. RSI indicator, it is at a favorable potential buying position, and the MACD indicator does look like it is starting to reverse here. It does look like the momentum is starting to die down and potentially flip the switch here. Okay, so looking at this, it does look like kind of a ghetto head and shoulders pattern. This looks like a mutated head and shoulders. I don't even know if I could call it that, but if it is, there's a neckline here, right? And again, in all seriousness, head and shoulders patterns, they don't have to sit on like a perfectly level plane. They don't have to stay lateral to the chart. There are ascending head and shoulders patterns and descending head and shoulders patterns. But if this is the case, right, seeing the shoulder there, right, and then the head right here. So if this is the case, right, we're approaching that area of test. Now I'd like to see if it can bounce here. And again, hopefully it does. If this is a favorable dynamic support level, it has struggled to break here in about the last 2.5 months. So if it breaks through here, be very careful, being that it is near that area where it has historically done a good job of bouncing. So that is my opinion on GNOG. Again, yeah, golden nugget. So I thought this was familiar. So GNOG, again, with big picture wise, right? Taking a step back, this whole online gambling space, I'm telling you guys, it's going to grow regardless. It's inevitable. Now, in terms of the intensity of that, in terms of the win, right? I'm not a fortune teller. If I knew, I'd be rich as hell, but bear that in mind, right? This company, Skills, Draftkings, BFT, right? These are kind of those growth stocks, right? These are the stocks you want to think about now. Don't think about them in a month or two or in 6 months or a year when they start really catching wind. Get into them now if you want to diversify. And again, this channel isn't financial advice. That's just my opinion when it comes to that market space of online gambling. So GNOG, big picture, I like it very long term. In the interim, I like it even now, being that it's approaching, again, it's low on the RSI indicator, and it's approaching that favorable dynamic support that we're seeing at that current neckline of this potential ghetto head and shoulders pattern. Okay, it's hard to be serious. I'm so sarcastic sometimes. Head and shoulders generally is bearish. Yes, so it can be, again, it generally, but there's multiple times I've seen head and shoulders patterns become extremely bullish, but yeah, generally, again, be careful with it. It could be bearish, but that's why you set your price alerts, and that's why it's good to at least recognize that pattern. They don't always have to repeat themselves, but we can at least acknowledge them. GNOG, I got you on GNOG. Zoom, okay. Egan88, cool. We'll get you on Zoom, man. All right, Zoom Technologies, waiting for data. Yeah, that stock must be trash. Did you mean the streaming company or the did you mean ZM Boss? Or let's go back. I'm going to skip that for now, boss. BB, BlackBerry. Okay. This is another one of those fiend stocks. I'm going to call them fiend stocks. Okay. BlackBerry, Nokia, Naked, AMC, GameStop. This is just a fiend stock. Now, again, guys, you got to be careful with this. I'm all for getting money, get rich quick. Okay. But that's not the real world. Some people get it. Some people are fortunate. Some people got into GameStop at $60. I get it. But like, again, I'm more conservative though. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, beliefs, philosophy. I'm going to stick with what works for me. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And again, that's why I'm more conservative. To me, this is a pump and dump by definition, right? Now, I'm not saying it can't reignite in that pump. Again, just see what Wall Street Bets is doing, these meme stocks, these fiend stocks, whatever. See what they're doing, if that makes you feel a little more confident. But from a technical standpoint, from a philosophical standpoint, me personally, there's nothing but risk here. This is a slot machine. This is gambling. But I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm trying to share with you my personal opinion on this stock. I think it could support here at like 1350 because it does look like historically. During this movement of manipulation, it has resisted there, and it does look like it is starting to find a floor there. But again, it's very hard to do technical analysis on this because you technically can't. There's no technicality here. This is all manipulation, so there's really no probability I can project going forward or path forward, right? So bear all that in mind. I hope that helped you out, man, or I hope that at least got you thinking about some things. CCIB screen is tiny. My bad, dog. Oh, my SBE, man. We got some fiends in here. Holy moly. Bingo to 20. We did GNOG. SMPW. I haven't heard of SMPW. Let's take a look at it. I need some water, man. If y'all give me a second here. SMPW. Penny stock. All right. Yikes. Again, manipulation realm. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you. I just have a different trading style. I don't go for pump and dumps. Maybe this isn't a pump and dump. Maybe they had some tremendous news or catalysts. And again, I'm outside looking in. I'm just looking at technicality here. Sun Pacific Holdings. Again, I'm not too familiar with this company. Volume is starting to look like it is lowering down, and it does look like in the last week it is starting to consolidate a lot here, right? It does look like it is really flatlining, generally about that 0.08. Like, this is such a like 8 decimal places over here, but high level, not knowing a whole lot about this company, again, aside from no understanding of catalyst, and assuming that this is a pump and dump or not. Either way, I think it is starting to flatline a lot right now. So really, it's the direction is unclear. It can go in any direction right now. So use a word of caution there. I don't think it will get up to this high again. And again, that's just from a technical standpoint. But make sure you be very careful with this stock. Stay on top of the news if it is a truly potentially valued company. And just use a word of caution and set your alerts, man. Be very careful because, again, this thing might just start decaying again. And then we're back to... you know, a tenth of a cent or something. I don't even know. I mean, volume is very high and it's out of nowhere. And again, if this is just one of those manipulated penny stocks, this is a testing to the whole GameStop thing. This is the whole movement with that, right? There's all these stocks going under the radar, SMPW, these stocks with like, that are worth 2 cents and then they go up to $8 in like a night. And it's just like, it's all manipulation, and that's the problem we're seeing, right? There's probably nothing actually going on here. It's just someone is pumping it up. But again, I don't want to discourage you, and I don't have a lot of familiarity with that stock. So all I ask is that you be a little careful, boss. Thoughts on space, SPCE. I'll give you my thoughts. I'll give you them right here. Oh, okay. The stock doesn't look bad. It's very slowly appreciating over time. It has a lot of volume right now. So Virgin Galactic, yeah, okay, I thought I recognized this. So again, anything Virgin, I think they're going to sit good in the future, right? It's up 14 from in the last 6 months. At one point, it's cruising at around $14. And now it's, hitting all-time highs of $59, and currently it's at $44. So I like them long term, right? If you're looking to diversify, again, really any Virgin S stock is a good play. They currently do have a SPAC that I really like. I think it's VJAC, VGAC. Take a look at that, man. If you really like this company as a whole, Virgin. But if you're looking to buy in, let's take a look here. All right, does look like it is possibly in a wedge here. It's a little difficult to tell, just because I don't ever, I'm kind of just doing all this on the fly here. I'm not as smart as you think. Okay, I'm trying, but it does look like it is a potential wedge or pennant pattern here. If that is the case, right, I think it'll enter a point of squeeze in this vicinity, either come pre-market, either tomorrow, whatever, or this pattern can't continue further. And then we can expect possibly a bullish shootout or bearish again. Just like the head and shoulders comment we had earlier, right? Head and shoulders patterns are typically bearish, but not always the case. The good thing is that you're recognizing at least a pattern. The way I like to look at patterns is that we started somewhere. We entered into the pattern. Now we're just we're tumbling inside of it. What's going to happen? What do we, we're shaking the dice. Throw the dice, and then the result, it can either be positive or negative. Now, historically, yes, it can be. Historically, if it's typically bearish in a bearish pattern, then that's the case, right? That's where probability comes in. But again, anything can happen. Use the word of caution there. That is what I'm seeing with Virgin Galactic Holdings. All right. SBE. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done SBE yet, man. Sorry. Stock. I know Stock G is upset. This trash ass company out of here, man. No, I'm just kidding. I actually like SBE. I have money in here, so let's take a step back here. So SBE, Switchback Energy, guys. This stock is a growth stock. This stock is going to do fine long term. Right now, it's chilling a little bit. It's calming down. Yes, it was surging. If not, every EV stock has the last few months or weeks. Aside from a lot of the political movement and things that have been happening the last month, net overall, a lot of EV stocks are up. And the thing I like about SBE is that they will be merging with a company known as ChargePoint. Okay, ChargePoint is everywhere. ChargePoint is number one by far in terms of common chargers for any EV vehicle, most EV vehicles in the country. They're everywhere, guys. Look into these companies. I think they have over 100,000 chargers. Okay, I personally have an EV vehicle. I use ChargePoint all the time. I use ChargePoint and Blink. Okay, those are the top two I always use. If not, I use a preferred charger for my vehicle. So I like SBE. I like them long term. And again, it does look like it is kind of getting a nice, favorable buying point right here. So it does look like it has. When I was watching this, it does look like it was sitting in between a nice ascending channel pattern here. It does look like it was breaking out, and you can see also that it was undergoing quite a few cup and handle movements here. There could be another potential weak one here, but anything is possible. The thing that I do like as well right? You know, fundamentally, this stock is very good to look at. And I do like the support that we're potentially seeing at about $38. It does look like it is consolidating and testing a lot there. So there's a lot that can happen, right? If I'm seeing a lot of this flatlining near a level at some point, it's not always a bad thing. It just means that direction is a little unclear and it's ready to possibly enter into new direction or momentum. So RSI indicator, it's a little less than halfway, so that's pretty good. And then if I look at my MACD indicator here, MACD indicator, let's see if I can pull it up, guys. MACD indicator, a lot of the bars are flat, so that yes, it is confirming consolidation for me. One way you can use this MACD indicator is if you see a lot of the bars just kind of leveled out, that's a good way to indicate that there is a period of consolidation or test. Okay, so it is slightly, they're red, right? So it is a little bit negative momentum, but not tremendously. These bars are very short and they're very flat. So I like the way that it's looking. I think it's ready for a potential breakout here. But again, direction's unclear and the breakout could be in either direction, being that it is testing right now. So that is my thoughts on SBE. I think long-term, this stock, this company is phenomenal, guys. I'm going to keep dumping money in the SBE. I like them. I do like them. And again, if you want more information on SBE, if you want consistent information, guys, I'm not just trying to plug Stock G because he's a fiend and he wants my damn plugs. But in all seriousness, guys, there's not a lot of YouTubers on the space that are the SBE guy. I'm not saying that he is, but he could be. Help him out. And again, if you want to stay up to date consistently on SBE, follow Stock G, at least check out his channel. He will keep you up to date. He makes very quick videos. I personally stay tuned to them, not just because I support him, but they actually genuinely help me out and they don't take a lot of my time. So check out his channel if you want to stay up to date on SBE on the daily, baby, or at least the weekly. I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to promote daily videos for you if you can't if you're not a daily uploader. So sorry, man. Lee, bro. Yes, let's get Lee in. I need to do Li Auto. I apologize, guys. I've been overdue on the other Chinese EV companies. So I'm so just fired up about NIO all the time. Guys, like, how do you not fired up about NIO, man? What's wrong with you? Okay, 180-day chart. I like it. I like it. So, Lee, okay. Two things here. One, I need to know if you're short term. And then two, I need to know if you're long term, I guess. So one thing, are you short or long term? Long term, you're going to be fine. Lee is a great company. Same with Xpeng. Okay, Li Auto, man. I've done my due diligence on this company now. Again, I'm not too familiar or up to speed with any recent catalysts, but when I've looked into this company proportionately, they are growing very well, like proportionate to NIO, right? Again, proportionately, yes, they're not to the scale of NIO, I get it, but they also got their skin in the game later. And at the rate at which they're growing comparatively to NIO when they were at that same, you know, value in size of company, they're like smashing it. So I like Li Auto, I like Xpeng Motors. Now, Lee, if you're looking more interim, or if you just want me to do a quick analysis, let me tell you what I'm seeing right off the bat, man. I'm seeing a clear level here at about $30, okay? See if I draw it in here. All right, so where am I getting $30 from? Well, historically, we smashed it there. We smashed it here, and we smashed it here. More interim, I'm seeing a nice resistance at about 37. See if I can get in there. 37.60 about. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to highlight this big level for you. How am I seeing 30? Well, essentially, you know, had a little bit of a triple top here, right? So I think we're sitting nicely within these bounds here, right? This resistance and support level, at least in the last 2 months, okay? Now, you're looking to jump in more interim. Again, I don't know what your plan is. I don't know if you're looking to invest. I don't know if you're already invested. Whatever your plan is, stick to it. If you're a trader, you know, pay attention to the technicals. Look at how it's been doing the last few days, right? If you're in it long term, I wouldn't worry too much in my opinion. Again, you might have got it at the wrong time. Same with Xpeng, right? This stock compared to Xpeng. Just gonna go to Xpeng really quick, guys. Right, same thing here. These two are very similar. NIO is kind of on its own. NIO was sitting with these stocks in the same movement as part of that whole EV market push. But then, you know, it got to a point where it kind of just started, you know, running on its own. Now, NIO ran on its own because it's the strongest of the three, right? There's a lot more institutional investors and a lot more backing Neo is an absolute tank. Doesn't mean Xpeng and Lee are, though. In my opinion, these are flying under the radar. Yes, they're not going to progress as fast as Neo, theoretically speaking. Doesn't mean they can at some point. There could be a cutover in the future, guys. Again, Xpeng and Lee, proportionally to Neo, these things are machines, guys. Neo just has a lot more visibility. They have more skin in the game, which is, again, very beneficial. They have way more investors. I get it, okay? Yes, future is favoring them as #1 in China. I get it. Either way, these guys are side by side. They're flying under the radar. I do like the way they're looking. But again, with Lee, I think we're sitting nice in this range here. With that being said, historically speaking, I think it's around a decent buying position. Looking at my RSI indicator, it's about halfway up the RSI indicator. A little less than halfway. So again, it's not too bad. I like to wait till it's as low as possible. And looking at my MACD indicator, trying to pull it up, guys. I can't really see here. Again, it's in the green a little bit, but those bars are a little bit flatlined. So it looks like it is testing a little bit there, but it is in the green. A little bit of bullish momentum there. So just keep your eye closely on this stock and pay attention to the catalyst, especially when it comes to these Chinese EV automaker. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it. Oh, we're at an hour already. Damn, I like doing this, guys. Time flies when you enjoy it. Sundial growers is generally what I'm saying. I'm just gonna do a quick scan. I don't think I'll cover everyone tonight. I was too ambitious, to be honest. I didn't think I'd have this much support, and I really appreciate it, guys. This channel has been absolutely just doing very well, beyond my expectations, and we're gonna keep on going. Hopefully that clap didn't explode your earlobes either. I'm sorry about that, your eardrums, but we're gonna keep on going, guys. Sundial, so we'll get Sundial in there, and we're gonna close it up here in about 10 minutes. Sundial, Zoom. Okay, I thought you meant Zoob, Egan88. Okay, we'll get to it, boss. All right, let's get Sundial in there. And then we're going to go back to Zoom here. So Zoom, all right. So this one you got to be, so okay, let me talk long-term a little bit about this stock first. So Zoom did phenomenal during the pandemic. As you can see, all-time highs, absolutely smashed. This company like tripled during the global pandemic. Now, with that being said, as you could imagine, demand is not going to be the same as the world reopens. However, I think there's still going to be steady demand, right? So when the world was shut down, this demand's like, again, triple. Demand's 200%, right? Everyone's forced to stay at home. Everyone's getting acclimated to the new environment that we're in, the new world that we're in from wireless communication. Now, going forward, I think this company is good going forward, but they will nowhere near be as aggressively progressing as much as they were during the pandemic. And just theoretically speaking, right? Think about it, right? I think demand is still there. I think there's steady demand, right? Slowly for this company to keep growing, especially when the world reopens. Because bear in mind, as the world reopens, again, this pandemic left a huge scar. There's a lot of people that are going to be staying at home now. It just enabled a lot of companies to do that. A lot of companies said, hey, we are capable of still being efficient and productive as people stay at home. So they'll not only encourage it, but they will also approve it. With that being said, that also leaves the demand open for Zoom. I think, again, demand is still going to slowly inch, but nowhere near aggressive as it was during the pandemic. With that being said, I think, again, I'm trying to elaborate on long-term here. I think long-term, you're going to be okay, but I think there's a lot more opportunities out there in my opinion. And it is a tech stock, okay? So tech is forever, okay? And I believe it's part of the NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ is just an absolute machine. But with that being said, the only thing I don't like, man, again, I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just being realistic. If we look at it about the last 3 months, based on my SMA here, my 180-day SMA, has been regressing. Okay, that's not the best thing you want to see. Now, long term, it depends on your plan. That's why it's kind of hard to advise or give you guys my opinion. Again, this isn't financial advice. I gotta keep disclosing that because it's not. Okay, don't listen to what I'm saying. It's more information. It's more just my opinion. The way I look at this stock, again, long term, we're probably fine. More interim, it's selling off. Why is it selling off? Because again, I think it's correcting. It's proportionate to the demand that it's receiving with the world right now. Yes, we're in the winter months right now, but however, we got like 5 to 6 vaccines right now. So it's just, again, bear all that in mind. Are you looking to get in more interim? Be a little careful, okay? There's nothing here telling me that this won't continue to sell off. Direction is very unclear, so bear all that in mind. It's a little hard for me to do technicality again. If you really want me to do something quickly here, I think I'm seeing you know, a dynamic resistance here, and potentially a dynamic support here. Let me see if I can draw that in. Again, these don't have to be perfect, guys. They just have to catch your eyes right away. How am I seeing that? Because it's touched it a million times. Yes, it's broken through once or twice, but it just came back into that channel. And again, it's experiencing lower lows over time, clearly, and lower highs as well. So be very careful with this. Again, long term, I think you'll be okay, but I think there's a lot more opportunity in the stock market as well for you, boss. Let's look at Sundial, man. I was getting fired up about this company, man. I made it. I'll never forget that video, man. It was like the most dislikes I ever got, man. Bunch of savages out here. So I made a video on this, and so Sundial Growers, for those who don't know, it's a let me recall my memory here. It's a Canadian cannabis grower. So they sell cannabis products, and they are located in Canada, and I think they're looking to expand in the US. So this is that whole, you know, the weed stock market. So there's a couple plays there. There's like Aurora Cannabis, this company, whatever. The thing I like is that long term, I think it's there. I think the potential's there. I think cannabis is coming. Everyone knows it now. Again, it's kind of like the online gambling thing. I don't know when it's going to happen. It's kind of inevitable that it's going to happen. And then I'd argue, you know, the intensity at which it happens too, right? It's going to happen 6 months from now. It's going to happen a year from now. And then when it does happen, is it going to just completely explode this market on top of that? So bear all that in mind. But again, getting back to that point, when I made a video on this thing was pumping so hard. And I was like, guys, this is a pump and dump. I'm telling you. And guess what? It dumped right after. You didn't listen. You didn't listen to me, man. But again, this isn't financial advice. And I am sorry to those who might have lost a lot of money on this. But you just got to be careful. Again, stay consistent. If you're consistently really good at riding hype, riding pump and dumps, then do it. But again, I don't want to try to talk too much trash, because I think there is good value in this company potential wise. So, but I truly am a believer at the time being that the stock was surging. It was essentially a pump and dump, and it did. You know, you can see it. Look how short lived these runs are. It's gone through 4 of them, right? More than 4, but at least interim, it's gone through 3 major ones. And again, is it in another one right now? Be very careful, guys. Again, I don't know about the catalyst. Maybe there's some weed news coming out. I don't know, whatever. But if you're looking to buy in, be very cautious. The one thing I do like is in the last about 3 months, based on my indicators, again, I stay consistent. I stick to what's working. This green 180-day SMA line, it has sat there very nicely. It has tested there a few times, right? And again, feel free to copy my settings. Feel free to copy what I use. But it sat there 3 times and it's completely smashed off it. So I think it's finding good support there. If it is the case, I think it's a little overbought right now, especially based on my RSI indicator. You know, it's in that upper region, so it's not really at the best buying position. And it does look like momentum, the bullish momentum is starting to cool down a little bit based on my MACD indicator. But again, these are just indicators, okay? And they typically follow price, so they lag. But based on my MACD indicator, yes, we're still in the green, so that's good. But the bars are starting to regress back down. So it does look like we are losing some bullish momentum. Doesn't mean it can't come back. Okay, this MACD indicator, I've seen it have 3 big green humps before, so it doesn't mean anything. It's just, again, I like to cross-reference as much indications as I can, but I try not to get too messy with it because, you know, you can get crazy with indicators. I like to keep it simple and stay consistent. With that being said, I think, again, long-term, I think this company looks good. Me personally, if I'm looking to buy in this and add it to my watch list, I'm going to wait till it comes back down that 180-day green SMA line again, guys, okay? So when it gets a little bit closer to there, I think that's when I personally would look to buy in, or at least, you know, whatever indicators you guys use and you're seeing a consistent pattern, wait till it approaches that point of a potential flip and then potentially buy in then. So that's my opinion with Sundial Growers. I think it's a little bit overbought right now, a little extended. So word of caution there. Hopefully that helped you out, guys. I really hope it did. All right. Zoom, 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 zoom. Apple to the moon soon. Yeah, man. Apple's a machine. Carlos, Apple is a machine, man. This is like a retirement. It's like a 401k stock, man. It's one of those stocks that's not going anywhere. It's a blue chip, you know. Look at Amazon, man. Like, look at Apple, Amazon, Google, whatever. You know, ask yourself, are these companies going anywhere? Like, it would take so much for these companies to just like die, you know, just completely sell off. Apple is like one of those just forever, man. It's like, I don't think it's going anywhere. I personally, I can't even begin to think of like who doesn't have an iPhone, or like iPhones are just such a commodity. It's disgusting. It's like every other person in the damn world. It's not just like every other person in the United States in the world. But Apple to the moon soon. I'm not aware of any catalyst. I did see their phenomenal results in terms of sales for their iPhone 12, so I was pretty fired up about that. But I think a lot of that got priced in already. But Apple's a forever stock, man. Fubo, Adrian Tanner. I talked a little bit about Fubo already, but I will do it really quick. You are something else. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll leave it there, man. You got to be something else, man. Why would you want to be like anybody else, man? You got to be unique. Everyone's unique, man. And this world life is too short. And this world is ginormous. All right. Fubo, man. Fubo. All right. One thing here. More interim, dynamic support there. I like that, man. And also more interim, I think there's a resistance level here at about 54. Currently where it's at essentially, or where it's recently been at about that 50, let's call it 55.50, okay? So with that being said, right, I think Fubo has a chance to make a good run here. I want to see what happens, okay? So right now, again, assuming this is a dynamic support, I want to see if we can bounce off here and stay within this channel, and then we're potentially entering an area of confluence here, assuming that this is a potential ascending triangle pattern. Oh my goodness, this software is sometimes garbage, and I'm gonna lose it. Okay, so you know, I want to see. It's a little unclear to me right now, you know, what it's doing. I want to see if it can, you know, give me a clearer pattern here. I think this stock has been a little swingy, and I'm not seeing any clear patterns or clear direction, obviously up, right? But, you know, this is where I like to use the SMA sometimes, right? The SMA net overall, it's positive, so that's a good thing. I think long-term Fubo's there, man. Fubo's there. The one thing I do like, if it is encouraging, is the volume, right? The volume looks phenomenal on this, man. I do think there's good potential here. MACD indicator too, here's what I really like as well. The MACD indicator, yes, it's red right now. It's indicating signs that it is in bearish momentum right now, but these bars are flat as hell, man. That's really good. That means the momentum has opportunity to start flipping here. And then again, assuming that it is sitting in that dynamic support level that I did draw in, you know, is there a chance that we could flip right here? So pay attention to Fubo, man. I like it. I don't know, again, what your plans are or anybody's plans. If it's short or long term, I think long term, you're going to be okay, boss. All right, guys, I'm going to do like 2 more. So gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Why do I gotta get ready for work? Because I'm a 9-to-5 trader, baby. And again, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, smash that bell, baby. If you want to get fired up on some daily Neo videos, or at least every other day, I'm going to probably switch up my Neo cadence here. But yeah, and smash that like button, guys. I do appreciate your support, man. Again, this YouTube journey, I love it so far. We'll see where it goes. It's been super fun. I've been learning a lot. I just really appreciate the support. This is really cool, man. This is fun. You know, work's getting kind of boring. Work is very cyclic, and that's kind of why I started on this YouTube journey. Work was just like, okay, let's wake up, let's go to work. You know, I do some cool stuff. I am humbled that I have my job that I have. But I like a little bit more, you know, I'm never satisfied. And then I started entertaining YouTube because I've just liked helping people most of my life. And this has been cool, man. It's cool that it's wireless too. So, you know, we can do this anywhere. Nvidia, baby, let's get it. Tony Montana, man. Where am I from? Leon Tockins. I'm from Minnesota. 9-to-5 is from Minnesota. How about 5G infrastructure? Qualcomm and Switch shrinking. I don't know, man. Neo, JPM. Thoughts on Amazon earnings? Oh, Sarah, thanks for tuning in, Sarah Guri. Amazon, yeah, I think thanks for bringing this up. I completely was not thinking about this company for a while. Amazon is going to I think they're going to have phenomenal earnings. Think about it. They're going to be pricing in all those Black Friday sales. That was probably actually, no, the numbers came out. I think it was like 9% higher than ever. So I can't remember, but either way, right? Global pandemic, everyone's at home, Amazon.com, okay? They probably just shattered their numbers. I think Amazon's going to have phenomenal earnings, man. Fool, I want to be rich. Everyone wants to be rich, brother. Anything worth having should never come easy. Love how quickly you kept each ticker symbol slammed through a ton there. Appreciate it, Stock G, man. Yeah, my brain's melting, brother. Keep killing it, brother. Hacking Dan. Yeah. Working on being a 9-to-5 trader. Yeah, man. Hacking Dan with that point. I know I'm kind of getting off topic, guys. I just like talking to you guys. Hacking Dan. Yeah. So 9-to-5 trader. With that being said, I think I need to do a little bit of a video series. It's kind of hard to intermix it with, a lot of focused stock videos that I do, such as Neo, and then like my weekly or my weekend uploads. But I want to make a video for you guys. I think the average person watching my videos, staying tuned, is kind of in my realm, right? They're 9-to-5 traders, or they seek that, or they seek financial freedom, they seek financial well-being. They want to utilize the stock market as an alternative source of income or as permanent income. And I know how hard it is with a job, and through time of doing this, I have found methodologies that have really helped me kind of manage both. Guys, my job is insane. That's why I'm so bad at like replying to YouTube comments, and I really apologize, guys. I do try to squeeze it in, but my job is very taxing and demanding. I don't even look at my phone at work. I wish I could. I wish I could look at Snapchat and talk to all my friends and all that crap, but I can't. It's very demanding. So how do we still make money while doing that? So with that being said, I think I'm going to create some videos where I show you guys some tactics that I personally use, right? There's things I do to automate the process. I set orders in, or I check within incremental times of the day, right? Like, I don't want to sound gross or nothing, but like, if I go to the bathroom, right, or something, and I wash my hands, I might pull my phone. I only need a couple seconds to look at it. Or if I'm on lunch break, I'll look at my phone, or whatever. There's times you can kind of do it. There's alerts you can set to automate the process. Again, I need to make you guys a video so we can get after it. So I got one more, guys. I love you. Okay. I heard Nvidia, and then, yeah, let me do Nvidia, and then I'll do JP Morgan. That's fine. And that's it, guys. Okay. I love you. Stay tuned, baby. We're going to start doing this probably every weekend, if not more frequent. We'll see how this goes. I need to look at I don't even know how many people are looking at this video right now. I'm just completely tunnel visioned right now. I don't know how many people are staying tuned. I don't know anything right now. So Nvidia, semiconductor, baby. Okay. Interesting. So long term, I like Nvidia. Okay, this stock's phenomenal. This company's great, man. And one way you can look at Nvidia is to keep AMD on your watch list, okay? They typically coincide in terms of catalysts. So if AMD has like breakthroughs, or like some kind of tremendous catalyst, new product, whatever, you can see a correlation there with Nvidia, AMD, and also Intel as well. So keep those three on your watch list with these semiconductors. Maybe Nano Dimensions too. Okay, a little plug there. I love Nano Dimensions. I think they're going to be a sleeper company, man. But here's what I really like about Nvidia, especially in the more interim. So yes, looking at my SMA, okay, this thing has been flat. It's not really doing anything the last few months, okay? However, man, I'm getting chills, okay? You hear me? Getting chills, baby. What I like about this is it is sitting in a nice continuous pattern, man. The pattern is gorgeous on this. Let's call it 516 as a support. Let's call it 550 as a resistance, okay? Just doing this quick. I'd like to get more accurate for you, but I'm just trying to bang these out. Oh, Lord. Sorry about that. The software gets kind of janky. Okay. So here's what I like about this, man, or woman. I like that it's staying within this. This is a comeback king. Again, this is another one of those stocks that you can really play. You can really swing trade this. I love this. This is your classic buy the dip, right? Buy low, sell high. I like the plays on this. Now, long term, if you're an investor, okay, I think you're sitting okay, but it is a little flat right now. So let's wait a little bit until they start getting more and more momentum. I like volume long term, right? This company's fine. They're strong company. So if you're an investor, I would wait a little bit. Direction's very unclear. It's flat. If you're a trader, this company is a machine. Okay, this is a trading machine. I'm keeping it on my list. It is very expensive, which is unfortunate. But again, I like the opportunities here. I like Nvidia. Let's go to JP Morgan, those banks. The bank, baby. This bank better make me some bank. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it is ascending quite a bit here. Based on my SMA, I like that it's smashing right here, baby. And then if we look, right, I think it's finding support as well. As you can see, it is starting to consolidate, consolidate a little bit at about that $128 mark. So I like JP Morgan, more interim. I like JP Morgan, more interim. I want to see what it really does here at this potential point of test here that I just deleted for some reason. I want to see what it can do here. If it can bounce here, I think it's going to continue on this machine path that it's having the last about 3 months of just continuous ascension. Now, I think a lot of this also coincides with a lot of what's been going on with the market. The thing with bank stocks is I'm not too familiar with them. Bank stocks can get a little messy because they are so influenced by so many contributing factors in the market, right? In terms of major bills that go through or economic health. So just keep all that in mind. There's a lot of things that can happen. The volume on this is tremendous. It's a bank company. A lot of the big boys get into banks, and a lot of them bought in during the pandemic. So JP Morgan, right? More interim, right? Oh, that's ugly. Let's make it a little more clear here. Right, more interim. I think it's smashing here at this support at about that $128 mark that I talked about. Let's keep our eyes on it. Let's see if we can start to bounce off here and just go, just machine, baby. Back to the moon. Now, if it does start going back to the moon, if my damn software lets me... Oh, man. If my damn software... Come on, baby. Okay, so if it does start going that direction, I think it's going to test next, in my opinion. Well, actually, I think it'll test next at about $131. But if it goes on a really nice run, I think it'll test next at about $136. And then ultimately, let's see if we can smash that all-time high of about $143. So I think it has a few levels that it needs to test on its way up. But again, I think it's at a nice point of testing right now, but direction's unclear. So let's see what happens. Okay, guys. So that is your top stocks for next week. Holy smokes, guys. I don't even know how many ticker symbols this is. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you did, smash that like button, baby. Let's go. Comment below if I missed anything. I believe this video will be posted on my channel after. I've never streamed before, so we'll see if we can get it up on the channel. It's probably like, an hour long, so it's a big boy, but I really hope this helped you out, guys. Again, I'm trying to figure out a flow and a cadence for this whole live stream thing, so let me know what your guys' thoughts are below, and feel free to subscribe as well. Okay, guys, so tomorrow's Monday, okay? Ever since I got into stock trading, I've never been a fan of Monday, but now I love Mondays. It's excellent. Like, I'm getting chills. I love Mondays. It's fun. It's fun. There's something to look forward to. The market's back open. Sometimes it's, not the best thing. The Dow's down 500 again, but yeah, whatever. But I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. And again, guys, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Smash that like, baby. All right, guys. So that's all I had. Good luck to you the rest of next week, and happy trading.